You know what's something that no one likes to do? And that is make a mistake that is easily avoidable. I'm pretty sure we have all been in one situation where you're just having an extremely hard time. You just can't do something. Like you're trying to fix something and no matter what you do, it's just not working. Or you're trying to beat a puzzle in the video game and you just can't seem to succeed no matter how hard you try. So you do everything. You come up with the most dumbest ideas. You just do absolutely anything that your brain can come up with just so you can go and solve this problem, just for you to learn that the way to actually do it correctly was something extremely easy. But you were just too stupid that you couldn't come down to that conclusion, and you ended up making something super easy extremely more difficult for yourself for no reason. And you can't get mad at everyone because it's 100% self-inflicted. That is something absolutely terrible, and no one likes to do that. That's just you being extremely dumb for no reason. And unfortunately, I ended up doing that because for quite a long time now, I have been playing a game and I have been doing it absolutely wrong. And I have made the game extremely difficult for myself for absolutely no reason, simply because I was not smart enough to know that two menus exist. Yes. It is really just that simple. And the UI design isn't even bad. This is 100% on me for just being dumb not to realize this. Currently, right now, I've been playing a game known as Hollow Cure. And it's a Hololive fan game. Someone who's an extremely big fan of the Hololive VTubers decided to build a little team and make a fan game. And it's extremely good. It is actually very impressive how well we made this game is. And if you have seen someone play the game, or maybe if this is your first time hearing about this game, I 100% recommend you go out and play it. You are not going to regret it, and you're going to have an extremely good time. Now, this game is heavily based on Vampire Survivor, and it's pretty well known that in that game, you have to go and upgrade your character. Usually, you're going to have an extremely hard time beating the missions and completing levels, and it's like that on purpose because the game wants you to fail, so you can go get some more money and buy upgrades. Well, when I ended up playing Hololive Cure, which I just like to consider a Vampire Survivor's fan game, because it shares a lot of things from Vampire Survivor, but one thing the game has 100% took from Vampire Survivor is the whole upgrade system, as there's a store feature where every time when you're done beating a level, you get some money, and then you can go inside the store and do two things. One is the character gacha, which is easily the worst part about the game, as this is truly the only way for you to go and unlock characters. You have to spend around $10,000, then you can go and do a gacha roll, which is basically just a random roll, and then hopefully you can go and get the characters you want, or the character skin, or even duplicate copies, which is something extremely important. If you get a duplicate copy of a character, that character basically gets upgraded and becomes stronger. And this could be really annoying when you just want to go and play as one character. Like you have one VTuber that you like and hey, I want to go and play as her. Too bad you can't, because RNG isn't on your side and you're only getting VTubers that you just really don't want to play as or care about. And that can be something extremely annoying, especially when you don't have all the characters and you want to go and unlock them. You want to play as one character, but you just can't get them because luck isn't on your side. Now, this is the upgrade screen. As you can see, you have a little bit of upgrades that you can do. You can buy a little bit of things, maybe talk to that lady over there. And for the longest time, I thought those were the only upgrades the game has, which I was extremely confused because they get very expensive very quickly. So I was like, that's strange, because the more the levels go up, the harder the game becomes. And they say you need to have a certain attack speed and a certain running speed so you can go keep up with these levels. I came down to the conclusion that the only way to level up your characters is to get copies of them from the character gacha, because every time when you get a duplicate version, the character stat points go up by 1. So I thought to myself, I just need to keep on rolling on these characters over and over again until they become extremely strong, and then I'll be strong enough to beat the new levels. And I've been playing like that for an extremely long time, and I have almost completed everything in the game, and it has reached a point where it was getting extremely difficult. When I was reaching the harder version of the base level, I was having an extremely difficult time. I basically had to min-max, and I was fighting for my life over every single run, and I had to make sure I had the best top tier character just so I could go and survive. And I have been basically playing the game like that for an extremely long time. Until recently, I ended up learning that I am extremely dumb, because right next to the first upgrade screen, there is a second page. And in that second page, you get to do very basic updates like character has more health, or character runs faster, or does more damage. And then I ended up learning that's how you were supposed to be able to beat the early levels. You were supposed to slowly level up your character so they can become stronger, and when they're stronger, they're actually going to be able to go and beat the earlier levels. And I have been basically making the game difficult for myself for absolutely no reason, which is very dumb and sad. The fact that I just didn't know that there was a second menu, I made this game really hard. And doing this only has one positive side effect, and that is you get good at the game extremely fast. Now, this isn't the first time I ended up making the game difficult for myself because I was just too stupid. The same thing happened to me with Dark Souls 3. If you know, I talked about multiple times that is one game that I got close to flawless in, and it's a game that I'm really good at. And you want to know why I'm extremely good at that game? That is because for the longest time, I didn't know you could increase the amount of potions you could get. I truly only thought you could get 3 potions. 3 heals, that's it. And you couldn't get any more. That is because when you play that game, when you walk just a couple of steps forward, there's an item that you need to pick up, which is one of the most important items in the game, which allows you to go and get more potions. I didn't know that item exists, so for the whole game, I've been playing it with only 3 health potions. And because of that, since when you get more health, obviously you need more potions, I wasn't able to get any more. I basically had to become extremely good at the game just so I could go and make it, which is how I'm so good at that game. Not because I practiced, just because I was stupid. And the same thing happened with Hololive Cure. Just because I'm dumb and I didn't know there was an upgrade screen, it made me become extremely good at this fan game. And this is just something that I just couldn't stop thinking about. So all the time I use gameplay of that game, I'm playing at a absolutely level 0 character with no upgrades. If I use gameplay moving forward, I now know upgrades exist and I'm now using it. Anyway, my name is Lua. This is just something that I wanted to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.